Muy buenas a todos, chicos y chicas, bienvenidos un día más a mi canal, bienvenidos a otro vídeo, en este caso de League of Legends Wild Rift. Traemos novedades bastante frescas. Hemos tenido el evento del Summer Game Fest hace aproximadamente 15-20 minutos en el que hemos podido ver cositas nuevas, cosas nuevas de gameplays. Hemos tenido también al final una entrevista con uno de los jefazos de Riot, con Feral Pony creo que es, si no me equivoco. Así que bueno, lo que os voy a traer hoy aquí es básicamente el vídeo tal y como lo han mostrado. Lo vamos a ver como lo he visto yo en mi canal de Twitch reaccionando en directo, y después lo volvemos a ver analizando las cositas más interesantes relativas al juego, relativas a, bueno, cosas que no se han visto antes, más profundidad en el tema de arcanas, tutoriales, un montón de cosas, campeones, en fin, todo lo que se ha podido apreciar respecto a los wards también. Así que sin más historia, vamos a ver el vídeo. Lo vemos y luego lo comentamos, ¿vale?
This is just a first step, but it's a very important one. And we're eager to expand from there because we need your feedback on some really important things. First, and most importantly, we need you to tell us if we've hit our mark for delivering a true League of Legends experience with dual stick controls. I personally think it's pretty magical, but it doesn't really matter what we think until you get your hands on it and vote with your playtime.
Madre mía, qué guapo, tío.
Second, we want to know more about how our round game systems are meeting your needs. This is everything outside the match on the Rift itself, from collecting champs and skins to our other metagame systems. And because an important promise of Wild Rift is that you can play it with more of the people you care about, we want to know if our onboarding is going to help your friends find the magic and the fun in League of Legends, so you can play together. Last, we're testing our infrastructure and service capabilities. The game's got to run smooth on your device, lag-free on the network, and free of cheats and cheaters. So check your email if you pre-registered. We're excited to get you into the game. And to prepare for that, we're going to give you a peek at what we're up to with updates from across the team.
Héroes. Hablando un poco.
Hi everyone, I'm David Xu, the product manager for Champions on Wild Rift. We talked about Champions a while ago, and our philosophy remains simple. We want to retain the feel of your favorite champions so they are authentic to what you know from League, and we only look for changes where it makes sense, like to accommodate Wild Rift's faster game pacing, our slightly smaller map, or to adjust for the dual stick controls.
Madre mía.
Now you're probably wondering who has made it into the alpha roster, so we put together a little something to show you who made the cut this time around.
No me pongas esa música, bro. Ojo, ¿quién era el anterior? No me he fijado. Acá. Nami, Nasus mamadísimo. Down, Miss Fortune. Graves. La loca de Jinx. Ojo, Alistair. Madre mía, tío. Hostia, Sivana's. Es que está guapa, Sivana's. Dios, Trinidad. Bane. Tipo hechizado, ojo, Yasuo.
This lineup is just the start, and there'll be lots more in the near future. Wild Rift features a dual stick control scheme that we hope feels natural to mobile and console veterans. We have spent a lot of time building on that foundation with a focus on responsiveness and precision. We have invested a ton into targeting, aiming, and some new tech we're not quite ready to show
Hostia,
yet.
no sé quién es ese tío.
Now with that in mind, let's take a closer look at a few of Wild Rift's champions. For Nasus players, we
Nasus
thought it was
farmeando la
critical
Q.
to maintain his infinite scaling raid boss fantasy in Wild Rift. And to do that, we adjusted the speed at which he gains stacks of Siphoning Strike to make sure that he can still ascend in the late game.
Bam.
For Twisted Fate, we mentioned a couple months ago that we were
You've been
polishing
mapa.
up his stack deck to be more than a passive ability. The new version grants our favorite gambler a burst of attack speed, opening up new potential build paths. Most of Miss Fortune's kit already works great on Wild Rift, but we took the opportunity to change Double Up into a skill shot to accommodate our dual stick controls. And now this also gives the Miss Fortune players more gameplay opportunities. While some champions, it made sense to make some small adjustments. For Janna, she was a perfect example of a champion
visto el
that
básico,
has
¿no?
near identical gameplay from PC.
El
For
básico
Shyvana,
y el slow.
we wanted to push the envelope a little further and really bring out her Dragon Hunter thematic while not adjusting her core gameplay pattern too much. Now, when Shyvana takes a Drake, she gets unique bonuses in Dragon form. For example, killing an Inferno Drake adds some true damage against Scorch enemies.
Dios. Bueno, como
Mountain
pega
Drake
eso, ¿no?
will
Está
grant Shyvana
mamadísimo.
a slow on her Twin Bite. So, as you can see,
Madre.
we are keeping the experience pretty close to PC,
Eh.
with few changes that hopefully better fit our new platforms. We think it would be awesome if you can pick up some of your favorite champions in Wild Rift and immediately start showing off your skills against other
Buah,
players.
vaya combo.
And now, let's hear more from Jonathan to talk about Wild Rift's core gameplay.
Hey everyone,
Chévere.
I'm Jonathan Chow and I lead the gameplay and balance team on Wild Rift. We've got a lot to share with you today, so let's get started. Wild Rift's gameplay will look pretty familiar to League players, so we thought we'd start at the same place every League game does. Let's head into Champ Select. Just like on PC, you can select from a range of summoner spells that give you powerful but limited tools to turn the tide of battle. Smite will be a little different, but we'll get into that later. With Wild Rift's rune system, we're looking to bring the meaningful pre-game decision making of Runes Reforged on PC, but streamlined for shorter game sessions. There are 8 keystone runes to choose from, like Electrocute,
las runas,
Airy, and Conquer. You can then pick 3 minor runes to complement your choice. We added a few new minor runes unique to Wild Rift, like Sweet Tooth, which grants you gold when you eat honey fruit, and Loyalty, which gives you and your lane partner defensive stats when you're close to each other, and this bonus stacks too. You might have figured out some of this already from our previous gameplay clips, but let's talk about some of the features of our map, which is called Wild Rift.
There are 3 lanes in the rift. Pick one and push forward.
Ojo,
Defeat the enemy
gameplay
turrets
completo.
and Nexus to win.
Se viene gameplay completo, ¿eh? Ojo. Blue team, red team. Bueno, eso era para enseñar que es pantalla, mapa espejo, igual que en Arena Palo. Bufo azul, bufo rojo. Late game. Evolucionan en late game, Eso da visión de una pequeña zona a la que apuntas. Eso te suelta un poquito de curaciones. Eso te permite saltar. Hostias, con el nexo. Dragones. Más dragones, mejores buffs. Ojo el war, ojo que se pueden poner war. Ojo que se pueden poner war donde quieras, Ojo que se puede poner war donde quieras. Uf, eso es la primera vez que nos lo enseñan tal cual,
Wild Rift still has all the phases of a League game that
eso
you
es
would
importante.
expect, but shortened to 15 to 20 minutes. From last hitting and trading in the laning phase, to to setting up the perfect gank,
Vaya.
to fighting over that crucial dragon, to clutch team fights.
Madre. Vaya sacada ahí,
For junglers, you can now choose whether you want challenging smite or chilling smite after you finish off 4 major jungle camps. That
Puedes
way you can get
elegir un-
straight into ganking as soon as you're ready.
Un smite, harán
You can
diferentes
expect to
cosas.
find many in-game items you'll know from PC, which can only be bought in the fountain. While the number and tuning of items may be different, their purpose is almost identical. For instance, Rabadon's Death Cap is still the go-to item for stacking up your ability power.
Luego vamos a comentar todo, ¿vale?
Trinity Force still deals tons of damage. We also need feedback on our new Tear of the Goddess item designed for tanks. It's called Fimbulwinter, and it'll grant you a shield when you crowd control someone. Wild Rift also features many familiar active items, but each player can only purchase one. These active effects are now bought as a 3rd tier for boots, and you can mix and match any upgrade with any boot type. Support players might want to pick up the Redemption enchant, and tanks can grab the Stone Plate for extra resistances.
Ojo.
Or maybe you'll want to try something that's totally different. We've added a quick buy pop-up for when you really need to get back to lane quickly too.
Ojo, te sale como una tiendecita ahí cuando puedes
We built
comprar.
Wild Rift's
Cuando estás en
gameplay
base.
with depth and strategy in mind. We want this to be a MOBA that's easy to pick up with friends, with a high ceiling for mastery, so we're hoping the core 5v5
Madre
experience lives up to your expectations.
Bueno.
Speaking of 5v5, the regional alpha also has co-op versus AI available to practice your skills, a tutorial that covers controls and abilities, and we're looking to add new modes after launch.
Hostias, que de tutoriales, para
Alpha
la
players
gente que no
can
sepa
even
jugar.
test the rank system, which we've designed to retain the core competitive spirit of League,
Sistema de
with a few
ranking.
adaptations for new platforms. We'll talk more about this at a later date. That's all from me. Now let's talk about skins.
Madre mía, me encanta. Hay bastantes
Hi, I'm
cositas que
Christina
comentar,
Wan, and I'm the product lead for personalization on Wild Rift. Now we know typically when it comes to monetization,
Creo que va a hablar de las
mobile
skins
games have a
ahora.
lot going against them, with things like business models that force you to pay to play, wait timers, tons of annoying pop-ups. I don't really love that experience, so we're not going to do that. We want to offer you a range of ways in which you can express yourself, whether that's customizing your profile, showing off after you've outplayed someone, or using your favorite skins. So we're committing to following the
Fortune.
business model from League PC, meaning you can earn all champions for free and paying is optional. It's not a core part of the game, and it should never feel like you're forced into it.
Bueno,
All right, with all that said, let's look at the
están haciendo
skins.
una explicación muy básica, o sea, orientada a gente casi que no ha jugado nunca ni a League of Legends, ni a ningún MOBA de móvil, ni de PC, o sea, prácticamente a nuevos usuarios, todo bien explicadito, sencillo. Y fijaros en las skins, Yo no sé si estas skins están en PC porque hace mucho que no juego, hace bastante tiempo que no juego a LOL de ordenador. No sé si son las mismas skins o son skins exclusivas para Wild Rift. La verdad que no lo sé. Hostia, esta está guapa, ¿eh? Este héroe no sé qué héroe es, tío. Si alguien lo sabe, que me lo
There are
diga
many
por el
more
chat.
skins on the way, and we're really excited to represent your favorite skins in a new way on Wild Rift.
We hope you're excited.
Joder.
We really are. This is still only a taste of what we're up to, but the team is excited to hear your feedback and suggestions. And emotionally stable enough to handle you showering us with your balanced team memes. Thank you all for your support. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll see you on the Wild Rift.
Pues eso ha sido la parte nueva, la parte de gameplay en análisis de las novedades que nos han traído. Después en esta entrevista, lo que yo he podido entender básicamente, estaban hablando sobre las diferencias de jugar a teclado, de jugar en ratón, cómo han conseguido adaptar el videojuego a plataforma de consola, a plataforma móvil. Básicamente han estado hablando de lo que ya conocíamos. Y bueno, el entrevistador había en un momento en el que decía, bueno, sabemos que dentro de unas semanas estará el juego disponible para algunos privilegiados en Brasil y Filipinas para realizar testeos, y le preguntaba cuándo cree que podemos todos disfrutar del juego. Bueno, pues aquí el señor que tenemos en pantalla no se ha mojado, ha dicho que no podía dar una fecha exacta, pero que 100% seguro estaremos todos disfrutando del videojuego en 2020, así que poco más. De todas formas, ya os digo, os dejo la entrevista para que la veáis y la podáis ver completa en el enlace de la descripción. También tenéis mi canal de Twitch donde estamos jugando y donde estaremos jugando en el futuro cuando salga Wild Rift. Dejar un vídeo si os ha... dejar un like si os ha gustado el vídeo. Recordad suscribiros para estar al tanto de cualquier novedad de Wild Rift. Y nada, nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Un saludo, chao.